Hole 10, South America. At this most testing hole, you are reintroduced to the infamous Barry Burn, coming in from the left some 40 yards short of the green and running down the right edge of the approach. From the wind-sheltered tee, most of the trouble appears to be down the right, with a line of bunkers beckoning any shot drifting that way. If the highly visible threat causes you to hit left, the penalty is just as severe, with thick rough and a half-hidden bunker. Assuming you find the mown area, you face the dilemma of going for the green with a risky long second shot, or laying up short of the burn and hoping to salvage par with a deftly played pitch. Henry Cotton had such a choice in the rain-soaked final round in 1937. The maestro warmed his hands on a hot water bottle suspended from the frame of an umbrella carried by his wife Toots, before hitting a magnificent spoon shot to the heart of the green, leading to an immaculate birdie. Hole 11, Dyke. This hole gets its name from an old turfed dyke, long since gone, which ran down the side of the hole. Possibly the easiest par 4 on the course, the 11th is still a deceptive hole that demands precise placement of the tee to find the narrow area of fairway which provides the best line to the green. Played into the prevailing wind, the longed-for wedge is often transformed into a mid-iron. Whatever club is used to avoid the nasty pot bunkers surrounding the green, the subsequent putt will be no formality, as this remodelled and raised green has subtle slopes to test the skills of even the best players. Hole 12, Southward Hole. On this long par 4, it is essential to avoid the pair of bunkers and the long narrow ditch on the right of this slight dogleg hole. A successful carry of some 200 yards over rough and wind bushes with limited visibility of the fairway will give a much clearer view of the distant green, which is framed by mounds on either side of the approach, each containing a couple of fearsome bunkers. The opening to the green is generous enough, encouraging you to attack your next shot with a good deal more confidence. You must then putt successfully on a wide but shallow two-tier green, which unusually is banked from one side to the other rather than from front to back. Hole 13, Whins. A picturesque hole requiring a short to medium iron to a wasp-wasted green well guarded by bunkers. Club selection is vital, as long-distance putting on such a contoured green is a most unappetizing prospect. If the wind is blowing off the North Sea, you may be looking at a long iron. Any shot which fails to find the target will place stringent demands on your short game, and you will need the touch of a jeweller to avoid dropping a shot. In the final round of 1931, Tommy Armour mishit his tee shot to the right. After some deliberation, he played an excellent chip shot to within a few feet and holed his putt for a welcome par, which steadied his nerves, and of course he completed the round playing confident golf to win the first Open at Carnoustie. Hole 14, Spectacles. Gorse, heather, out of bounds, thick rough and strategic bunkering provide a nightmarish view from the tee. This appearance is deceptive, as any well-hit tee shot will find the almost invisible fairway. Once onto this fairway, you come face to face with the Spectacles, two formidable bunkers some 9 feet deep, set in a mound about 70 yards short of the green. Any shot which carries the Spectacles will run down towards the front of the green, but beware of the pot bunkers on either side of the narrow entrance to this spacious green. Hole 15, Lucky Slap. Standing on the tee, needing to par the last 4 holes is a formidable task even for the best players. The ideal line is the left side of this sloping fairway. Too far left though, and it's tiger country. The more visible trouble in the form of two bunkers and wind-covered mounds is to the right. Having found the fairway, you are faced with an equally difficult second. In recent years, the green entrance has been narrowed by bringing in the greenside bunkers, creating a significant gathering effect to both. The green itself is large with subtle contours and set several feet below the fairway. Henry Cotton missed a 1-yard putt here in his final winning round on a day when his putter was so hot he needed only 26 putts in total. Hole 16, Barry Burn. The closing 3 holes have been the ruination of many a good card and have earned the reputation of being the toughest finishing holes in championship golf. The 16th measures 250 yards and demands a powerfully struck tee shot. Length, however, must not be at the expense of accuracy, as the raised green is long and narrow and well bunkered at the front, with the burn lurking in wait for the hook tee shot. In 1931, local hero MacDonald Smith blew his ambition to win over his home course by taking a 2-over par 5 here. He followed up with a 6 and a 5 at the last, when a level par finish would have won him the title. Hole 17, Island. The tee shot must be played over an S-shaped loop of the Barry Burn and kept to the right centre of the peninsular landing area. Anything hooked will end up in a watery grave, anything right in thick rough. Once on the fairway, you are faced with crossing the burn again as you play to the distant sloping green, one of Carnoustie's finest. There have been many disasters at the 17th over the years. Hogan took 6 here in his 3rd round, his 4-wood second finding a greenside bunker, from where he splashed out and took 3 putts. Nicklaus in 1968 took a different approach, however. With a following wind, he launched a tremendous 350-yard drive over both sections of the burn, leaving only a sand wedge to the green, where he narrowly missed the birdie putt his courageous play deserved. Hole 18, Home. One of the great finishing holes in golf, the 18th has been played as a par 5 and a par 4 over the years. Whatever the rating, the twisting Barry Burn, described by Bernard Darwin as that ubiquitous circumbendibus, is what makes the hole, as it threatens shots hit right or left and is at its widest when it reappears in front of the green, making long approach shots a nerve-wracking experience. In 1937, Sam Snead stepped down into the burn and splashed his ball out from a muddy bank to within 15 feet of the pin and holed the putt for an amazing birdie. In the final round in 1975, Johnny Miller pushed his drive into a bunker some 150 yards from the pin. Selecting a 6-iron, he failed to clear the face, and although he bravely got down in 3 more, he missed a playoff with Watson and Newton by 1. Needless to say, the bunker has been known as Miller's bunker ever since. Carnoustie, Scotland. Golf's greatest challenge.